Greetings and salutations, folks. Today I'm doing another quick live stream to test this
Absolutely.
Souls-like Fallout 4 mod list I'm working on. This time I'm starting completely over from scratch, because I just installed a bunch of mods, mostly prioritizing boss battles and stuff like that. I don't really care what my character looks like. I'm gonna probably die here anyway, and then I'm gonna lose the character. Should be good. I call this guy Greg. Greg the Strong. He's a low charisma schlub. He has no unique traits. Before I get into the thick of things, I'm going to adjust some settings for weather and things like that. I'm not 100% sure how it's going to go. Well, looks like I'm already getting the atmosphere I'm looking for. Let's see if I can get this a little better, though. So I set up some of this yesterday. And right now, I'm looking at the NAC settings real quick. I shouldn't have any pleasant weathers, which is good. Climate should be all rad storms and fog. A little bit of rain here and there. Some dark overcast stuff. Not 100% sure everything is in place, though. Yeah, immersive HUD looks like it's off. See if I can get the rest of this in. Okay, so all that's good. All of my HUD stuff is in order. Carry capacity is low, that's good. Alright, I think everything should be set. I'll go ahead and give this a try. So I'm not going to talk very much throughout the course of this live stream. It's primarily to test a few functions of this new mod list. Primarily the weather, which does have some glitches when I'm above ground level. Looks like the rain kind of floats. There are some minor issues there. I may change it up to a different style. I know that the Vivid Weathers has a Silent Hill preset that works pretty well. When you get into this style of thing, it works pretty well. A lot of dark weathers like this, good atmosphere. I also might get rid of the trees. I like the fact that they obscure the visibility. I think it'll help in the long run when I get into fights with super mutants, but it may be unnecessary. I just find it to be a lot easier to fight enemies that I can see, which makes that problematic if I want to do a survival run. So the greater obstruction there is, the better, in terms of making it challenging. So this time around, I've actually added a bunch of boss battles all across the map, including Far Harbor. I think there's a couple of things in Nuka World, but not many. Primarily, we're looking at the forested, very foggy, denser areas of the map, where there's going to be a lot of monsters and such. That's where we're going to get a lot of our fight in. In cases of things that aren't necessarily considered boss battles, we're still going to have some really overpowered creatures. Most of the creatures have been improved to be much stronger, and that should help with the offset of better locational damage, because otherwise it gets a little bit easy to take out creatures, whereas humans do have a bit of an advantage with firearms. So they tend to be able to just crush any sort of creatures like Deathclaw, Mirelurk Queens, so such and such. Pretty much anything. But with stronger Mirelurk Queens, stronger Mirelurks, stronger Yaoguai, deadly Deathclaws, Orcs, they should be able to hold their own pretty well. If that weren't enough, I also have high level scale, so all of the creatures should be about level 50. They're going down pretty easily, though. Probably because my strength is ridiculous. Also, the stiletto is actually a really nice weapon. I find it to be effective even in survival mode. Most melee is pretty overpowered, but this one's very useful. Alright. Looks like I've got a proper classic 10mm. If anyone has any recommendations for other Souls-like mods, boss fights, things like that, let me know, and I'll get them added into the mod list once I check them out. Right now, though, I still don't find it to be terribly challenging. Not yet, at least. So I added in permadeath. I haven't tested it yet. If I die, that will be the test. If you want me to turn up the volume on Fallout 4, let me know. I don't know if it's too quiet in the live stream. I kind of have sensitive hearing, so I don't usually keep it very loud. My headphones also do a good job at blocking out any noise, so it isn't really necessary for me to blare it. 9 strength is enough. Hmm. I won't have any power armor until later in the game. So I can't just go and pick up any power armor. I have classic power armor training enabled. Here they come. I don't have anything strictly restricting the use of companions, but I'm gonna keep it to a minimum. I think that Rex is pretty good as a secondary. He's not really going to, break the balance of the game or anything. But companions like Heather Kasdan or Daniel the Remnant, they are off limits. They're still in my game. I didn't really feel like taking them out, but they are off limits unless I reach level 50, let's say. And I say level 50 because that would be the level cap. If I reach that high of a level, well, then you know what? We'll assume that I have not died because I have permadeath enabled. Took out Preston Garvey. Good NPCs have permadeath.
Who the... Hey, be a pal and take care of those raiders, would you?
Alright, 1 second. I have to check something. That's weird. So I'm already seeing a problem. I think that my 8-item limit isn't working. So if I'm able to use stim packs normally, that's going to be a serious problem. It was going to be one of my major disadvantages. That's something to look into. I don't think that I need to worry about it too much today, just because I'm probably going to die at some point anyway, but later on I'll want to figure out why that's not working. Yeah, okay. So I have a maximum, I think, of 75? Yep. So I have a maximum carry capacity of 75 pounds. That's good. Go ahead and get rid of my 30 army equipment then. And I'll save my minigun for later. I'm gonna need that. My boar sharp will be fine.
Oh,
Time to reel him in.
a big mistake for me.
Damn NPCs and their healing. That should be good.
Where'd that little fucker go?
Okay, so my stim pack cooldown is working. At the very least, that will prevent me from spamming.
Show your face! Come on! I dare you! Only a fucking coward hides! No sign of him now.
I think I confused the NPCs by coming in the wrong way.
Have your tea vacuum! Checking in! Daughter station without representation! Let's send these crates back to London, boys!
I'm telling you, man, let's just get the hell out of here. We got no reason to hang around and get shot.
Stop being such a fucking pansy.
In there?
Oh, there you are, you bastard! I'm coming in there, and I'm gonna skin every last one of you!
Come on, man. They ain't going nowhere. We got other shit to deal with.
You hear that? I gotta go take a little walk, but I'll be back, and you'll be dead. Peekaboo! My arm! Damn it!
Come on.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's impeccable. Preston Garvey, New California Republic.
Maybe? Nope.
Well, if that's true, we could use some more goodwill. As you can see, we're in a bit of a mess here.
Nah, that ain't it.
A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8. Now we're 5. First, it was the ghouls in Lexington, and now this mess. You don't know the half of it. Anyway,
Nope.
We figured Concord would be a safe place to settle. Those raiders proved us wrong. But, well, we do have one idea.
God damn it.
Sturgis.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school.
Checking something again. All right.
Pre-war. You might have... Well...
Well, all right. Maybe our luck's finally turning.
Careful, kid. There's something coming. And it's angry.
Up here. Boss, we got somebody up here. And come back. Let's have fun. Feel that?
Oh crap! Gotta wait 10 seconds. Is that all? That might be it. Yep. So you can see it erased any saves that I had. That's permadeath for you. Alright, so I'm gonna close some stuff that I have in the background real quick, and then I'm gonna check some data and see if I can fix this aid carry limit issue. Be on the main menu for 1 second. So I have 8 carry limit. Maybe it has to be marked as regular. I think I might have marked it as light. I don't know, it doesn't make sense. Rules? Hmm. Weird because it was working yesterday just fine. Hmm. Alright, I'm gonna close the game. Because I can't modify my mod list while I'm in there. So let's see here. Active effects, aid carry limit. I don't think there's any requirements for this mod. No, nothing that I can see. So try deploying again. Oh, that might have been it. Use newer file. Yeah. Yeah, that might be all it was. I don't know why it let me run the game if it wasn't deployed, but that could be it. Hello, Vincenzo? Saluzzi. So, let's see here. I'm going to delete this file just so that it's not there. In fact, hello all. I imagine there are a few people watching this. I think yesterday's live stream was a little bit absurdly popular for how terrible it was. I don't think this one's going to be any better. It's just an experimental mod list that I'm working with. I just really want to see if I can make it something impressive. Something very engaging. Alright, this time I'm swapping over to a female character. There's no particular reason, I just feel like it.
Stop hogging the mirror. Hey, my turn, big guy.
This time I think I'm going to go with an agility kind of endurance build. That's pretty balanced. I'm also making her trigger discipline so that she shoots 20% slower but 20% more accurately. So, compensate for that kind of weaker build that I'm doing. Let's go with... Be a doctor or a scientist. Go with the scientist. Or was I really? Let's skip all the Vault 111 stuff and go straight to Red Rocket. And what do I have with me? Let's say just the clothes on my back. And I'll be level 1. Which isometric Fallout game do you think should get a 3D remake fan-made mods included, like Fallout Nevada? I think Fallout 2 would probably be the more popular pick. I never really got terribly into the isometric games. I may at some point throw one onto my laptop and just play it when I'm out. So I really don't know that much about them. Alright, there we go. I thought the weather was going to be a little too happy. I don't want that. Alright, so I went with the scientist build. And I have no weapon. I do have a wrench, though. About to get murdered by mole rats. It probably wasn't overly noticeable in the last one because I didn't get shot very much, at least not in the body and head, mostly arms, legs, things like that. But I am highly susceptible to damage because of better locational damage, and the fact that this is on very hard. So if I'm not careful, I will absolutely get killed. And I am extremely susceptible to headshots. Headshots and high caliber rounds are going to be almost always fatal. So if I get shot by a 308 at any point, that's probably going to be the end of the run. Oh. That's a good start. 22 caliber ammo is pretty cheap, and the America 180 is really accurate. You know, I usually don't pick on any particular place, but this time I did haul off on the glowing sea pretty heavily. It has at least 2, maybe as many as 4 or 5 raid bosses. I shouldn't say raid bosses, but at least boss battles, potentially. 1 raid boss for sure, though. And a new dungeon. If I live long enough, I will go to said dungeon. And there I will die. I don't have a weapon limit this time. I do plan on adding one, I just sort of forgot to do it. I also apparently don't have my wheel menu. Either that or it's just not working.
I need some goddamn fire support! Move up! I got you covered! Should've just run!
The bullets is inadequate. I'm gonna die. I'm super dead.
Motherfucker!
Oh, come on.
Okay. I'll give you that one.
A little unfair that he can use 3 stim packs in a row, but I can't. Ah, and he used it up. I can't even keep it for later. I can only use 1 every 45 seconds.
Just had to play
Oh, crap.
that little bitch go!
Run! Serpentine! Serpentine!
Playing games with me, huh?
No, I'm running, actually. Fleeing for my life. I'm 100% assured you will kill me. Shotgun, shotgun, shotgun. That's 1 shell. I prefer the Capital Wasteland super mutants. They're more interestingly positioned. I only got, what, 2 or 3 out here? I think
Hey,
3.
up here, on the balcony. I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please!
Hmm. I should take his armor. Yes. That'll work. I think there might be a helmet over here, too. Nope, no helmet.
Who the... Hey, be a pal and take care of those raiders, would you?
This guy is so useless. I can't even rip the vertibird minigun off. I think that's why I went with strength last time. I'm really surprised that guy didn't shoot at me. Huh. That really worked. Hmm.
Inside! In here!
My favorite types of mods are quests for New Vegas. Especially if they are Tale of Two Wastelands compatible. Okay, so I think that my 8-item limit is working now. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just over encumbered. Either way. I can't actually kill a Deathclaw, so...
Man, I don't know who you are, but your time...
God damn it.
I tried it yesterday. It really did not work. I was thinking I might be able to use the minigun this time, but
Tell her.
without the strength to rip it off the
There's
vertibird
a
and no
crashed
power armor
vertibird up
training,
on the
I can't
roof.
take it anyway.
Old school. Pre-war. Well, looks like one of it. Yeah, I thought you might. Protection with an added bonus. Get the suit. You can rip the minigun right off the vertibird. Do that, and those raiders get an express ticket to hell. You dig? It'll work, provided it can be powered up again.
What you'll need is an old...
But we can... Look.
Alright.
These are our lives you're playing with.
Kid.
Are you listening to me?
Something coming.
I'm gonna have to ditch these people.
And it's angry.
I simply cannot defeat a Deathclaw. Have you heard the news that somebody is adding Fallout 76 into Fallout 4, like a Tale of Two Wastelands thing? I actually have, yes. It is not often that I do all that much research on mods, but in this case, I have indeed. I'm gonna try this power armor just to make sure that I get ejected from it. Because I should get ejected. If I don't, I can possibly kill the Deathclaw. I do not have power armor training. That is correct. I will not be leaving my fusion core.
Up here. Boss! We got somebody up here!
I am temporarily ditching them. I'll come back.
Just kill him and we're done with it.
Let me go. I swear, you'll never see me again.
No. We need to find what it relayed back to its masters.
Yeah, it would be interesting to get all the Fallout 76 creatures. I don't mind the idea of Fallout 76, but the online aspects and a few things that they adjusted about the game mechanics for that one did not resonate very well with me, so I don't actually play it. I wasn't the biggest fan of Fallout 4, but at least this one has a lot of good modability. So you can kind of make it into whatever you want, but it still has the same vibe as Fallout anything, so... it's still good enough to be worth playing. I shouldn't have wasted that bullet. That's not even going through. Oh, I don't have my stamina. None. I'm wildly overencumbered. That's completely useless to me. Go with the short one. I don't think that I honestly played enough Fallout 76 to form an opinion on any of the monsters. They were all kind of okay, but for me, the challenge is what makes a monster impressive. The unique animations, the style of movement, all of that stuff. Fallout 76 didn't have anything that impressed me. Rex, you knucklehead. The way that I have my mod list set up right now, there's no way of knowing realistically which monsters are going to be completely fatal and which ones are not even worth worrying about. A brood mother might actually be able to kill me with a single bite. I'm not 100% sure, but with permadeath enabled, I don't really want to test it either. Alright, I gotta drop some stuff. I'm gonna keep my service rifle. Drop my pipe wrench. Keep my baseball. Do twice as much damage with a switchblade just because of the speed. And then for the moment, no, I haven't placed Mutant Menagerie in, not to my knowledge at least. What's that one about? You know, what kind of enemies does it introduce? I don't know why I just reached all the way over my head to scratch. That was dumb. Weird. Sometimes I'm so focused on keeping my fingers on the keyboard that I do just completely nonsensical dumb things. As of yet, this is the place I am most likely to die. I have no stim packs, a weapon from World War II, and I'm outnumbered, outgunned, and probably outclassed in every conceivable way. Fortunately, that's one down.
Hey, who's there? Nothing there now.
I think I might turn on survival mode at some point, though, so that I can't cheat like this. Where I can kind of see where enemies are. Even if I can't see clearly enough to know where somebody's physical form is.
We still discussing this? You really gonna go live under a gift shop, Walden? You know it. You seriously gonna jump ship? Join another crew?
What? This Walter guy sounds like he knows how to run a gang. 3 meals a day, no sharing beds.
Yeah, well,
Thought it might be a dog, but I wasn't risking it. Excuse me, Rex.
Okay, cut the shit. Who is that? Getting shook up over nothing.
Another one down. Dude, Rex, you gotta get out of my way, bro.
Man, please don't be ferals again.
I think I got 2. I also got spit up with bullets, so... Got a hard hit on Akak. If he comes up here, though, I'm dead.
Shit. Lost her.
Just die! Disappearing act. Huh?
We're clear. Alright, Wendigos, water enemies like sharks, and hammerhead, giant mutant axolotls. That sounds interesting. Yeah, I might go ahead and include that. I've heard of the mod, I've just never used it. Taking barehanded, that's what. We got this. How you doing, Dale? I think I'm using the WS Pip-Boy. It's from Nier. I can check real quick, though. Yeah, the Pip-Boy WS. That's what I'm using. It's a pretty good variant. I think that I can... I like the style because it's modular. You can actually put it like a wood frame on it as well. You can even put little logos and whatever up here, so if you're an Enclave or Brotherhood member, it can appear. And you'll have a little insignia. Pretty nice. Really dig the wood frame, though. There's even a rotted driftwood version. I'm also using the 1K version, so it's pretty performance friendly. Not too big of a file size on that. Nice, frag mine. That'll come in handy. I am going to wear a bandana. You know, I was totally thinking that would go on my head, but no, it didn't. I'm gonna look around, see if I can find some cool outfit or something. Or a helmet. This guy's got a helmet. Got a head wrap. I think the sunglasses will give me a charisma bonus. I'd rather have that. And I'll take the army helmet for some extra protection. Don't get my head blown off. Rex, where'd you go, man? I'm over encumbered, yo. My dog just ditched me. It's okay. I know I can't get my strength up high enough, but I should raise it anyway. Oh no, that's not gonna help me. I can't carry anymore. Lone Wonder. That would help. I'll take less damage that way. I'm going for a stealth build, more or less. So I guess I should increase my sneak. And I don't usually use Life Giver, but I think that'll come in handy. And I'm gonna actually ditch all of this because I probably won't ever use it. I'm gonna die. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but I will die. This is permadeath after all. Be pointless to install if it would never happen. You know, I think there are some mods that actually impact your psychological health as you go throughout the game. In times where you're spending a lot of time out at night or in tense situations, your sanity meter will increase and you'll progressively lose your mind. So, technically, yes. I'm 90% sure of that. If it's not for Fallout 4, then I'm thinking of Skyrim, because I know Skyrim has a sanity mod. It makes you hallucinate and things when you're out at night. Forces you to drink alcohol in tense situations, which has its own negative effects, so that could be pretty fun. My Skyrim is absolutely a Dark Souls game. Like that's all it is. It's just nothing but a bunch of mods that make everything impossibly difficult. Some do reanimate certain creatures to be even harder to fight. Those are some of my favorites. I have way too much gear on me. You know, there's no way that that 8-item mod is working. Something is conflicting, because I have Buff Out, Jet, Mentat, Psycho, Radix, Stimpaks. Unless those things don't qualify. I know the Stimpaks do, so... Alright, Rex. I'm giving you my, Rex State. I'm giving you my rifle, bro. You're gonna have to handle that, alright? We're going full heavy weapons on this one. Mini nuke and minigun. Hopefully that'll be enough. Okay, so this is going to be my first serious boss battle. I want to kill the Concord Deathclaw. That may not sound like a terribly complicated thing to do, it's just the Concord Deathclaw, and I have a mini nuke and minigun. But I only have 2 mini nukes. It is 75% tougher than usual, so it only takes 25% damage. I am on very hard, so it takes the lowest amount of damage possible. I think very hard is slightly more difficult than survival, damage percentage-wise, because of the way that it shakes out with the adrenaline perk, but I'm not 100% positive on that. I'm still pretty sure that it's tougher. So you should be taking something like, ultimately, 15% of the amount of damage that he normally would, and it's primarily on his underbelly. So he should be almost totally invulnerable. There is a small chance that with the mini nuke, if I hit the right area, I might be able to do a significant amount of damage to his underbelly, though, and immediately kill him. Which is why I, use the effort to get 2. Otherwise, I would not have gone for Olivia Station this early. Anybody who was watching saw how cautious I was going through there. You say I can do this, but during the last live stream, I was not able to do it. I died repeatedly. Of course, I didn't have a minigun or a mini nuke, so there's that, but still. I have failed with both of those things in this location. This is just my best bet of actually winning. And that's if I can kill my way through the raiders with just my handgun, because I can only carry so much, and Rex has my SKS, so it's going to be a struggle. Fortunately, the Bornheim is a really good weapon. It's very accurate and quite fast. So, hopefully the raiders won't be too much trouble if I'm able to sneak up on them. Am I crazy, or did I just hear Deathclaw? I think my paranoia might already be getting to me. Rex, I just want you to know, after I get up here, which is going to be a little bit of a struggle, you're going to be on your own.
We've got company. Nothing to worry.
Yeah, he's out. Deathclaw is definitely out. I heard him roar. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna get the cover real quick. I'm gonna hotkey my weapons. I have no stim packs that I'm aware of. And okay, I have 1 stim pack. I can't dodge. And I have a landmine. I also can't run with this thing. In fact, I can't move any faster than a snail. It's gonna be a huge problem. If I can't kill him with this mini nuke, odds are he will kill me. This is gonna be... Oh, I'm scared. Get out of the way! Ah! Yep, that was close. Did some damage, though. I might be able to do it. And his claws must have been that close to me. If I try and nuke him at this range, I'm dead. Alright, this is going to be a pure luck situation if I kill him. Come at me, broski. I'm gonna risk going into my menu. Try and draw him out. If I can catch him in a corner, it might work. Nope, not even close. Run! Yeah, that's how much damage that did. 2 mini nukes. 2 mini nukes, and this thing's not even scratched. That might do it, though. All right, Rex, my boy. You're all good, mate. I believe in you. I think they must have done a pretty significant amount of damage to him. Car must have blown up next to him or something. Oh, I traded my service rifle. I'm an idiot. Come here, Rex. We're just here standing in the open. Alright, service rifle. SKS. He also shouldn't be able to carry this much. There's something going on with my mods. They are not modding. Not perfectly, at the very least. That was actually a lot easier than I expected it to be. I kind of expected it to be more narrow, where I would be running out of ammo right as he died or something like that, but no, that was actually a lot easier than I expected. Yesterday, I stood around for like 10 full minutes. Okay, it was much longer than that. I have no idea how long it was. There is a record. That video is out, so if anybody wants to find out, you go right on ahead. But it was probably a good 20 or 30 minutes. I was just standing there trying to kill him. It didn't go well. That was all very small arms, though. I didn't have a mini nuke available. Weather's not bad. Alright, that's one boss battle won. Narrowly.
Take it easy, Mama. You okay?
I'm fine, Preston.
I think that if I got into a situation like that, though, where I couldn't just run and hide, I would be dead.
That was a pretty amazing display. I'm just glad you're on our side. Yeah, for a while anyway.
I like my
Maybe
character's
these moves
look. He
someplace
got the
safe.
bandana, the helmet.
Listen,
It's all good.
When
I
we
like
first
it.
met, you said you were glad to help. Well, you did. And we owe you our lives. So here. It ain't much, but it's the best way I can say thank you. Well, since you say that, maybe you'll come to Sanctuary with us.
Look,
No, Mama Murphy, we talked about this. That junk. It's gonna kill you.
oh, shush, Preston. We're all gonna die eventually.
Alright. Well, I guess I'm on the road. I should probably go sleep. Yeah, sleep. I'm a coward. I don't want to get permadeath twice in one day. Until I can get myself some NVGs, I'm gonna be mostly a day guy. I just need a bed. Should be enough. Usually pretty easy to make a bed. I'll go until 7 a.m. Maximize my day. This is considered a cloudy weather. Maybe a misty one. Kind of looks like mist. I think that while I still have ammo, I'm gonna go to Vault 114 and try and take out that whole group. I guess I'll probably follow the campaign, see if I can't take out some of these enemies.
Excuse me, ma'am.
We had a deal, Trudy. Hand over the goods. You owe us.
I ain't giving you poison-shilling chem pushers anything. Do you know what that junk has done to my boy?
He bought them fair and square, Trudy. Ain't our fault if he's strung out. Now don't make me come in there and shoot up that little trading post of yours.
You know, I think that the major goal of my whole series of Souls-like Fallout playthroughs is going to be to try and find the subway player home. Or not subway. No subway. It's a subway player home. Underground subway tunnels. Either that or I'm crazy again. I'm not referring to the sandwich shop. That was close. Oh, right. I should have made his whistle. Either that or his teddy bear. Because he has two summons, a whistle and a teddy bear. I think the teddy bear is cuter, but it doesn't work as often. It has a shorter range or something. His dog whistle, on the other hand, just summons him directly to me. It's a little cheaterific. Good for getting him out of the way, too, when need be. Oh, crap. I'm not a coward. He has a minigun, and mine is on my dog. It's a strategic retreat. I'm honestly surprised I got that far. Normally they're pretty quick to pull the trigger, and I just instantly die. He's a tank. Don't expect that from a dog. Keeping an eye out for ghouls. I think there is some in this area. They don't fare particularly well against bullets, but if they were to catch me, I'd be dead. I wasn't planning to come in here for this, but if anybody's wondering, I came in for the hollow rifle. Just because I was here already. I'll probably take it and remove the scope. And use it kind of like a shotgun. but it might help against super mutants too if I encounter them, so kind of a double whammy. Oh, do I have the see-through scopes version? I do. Nice. Based on all that wreck, and I imagine there's more super mutants up forward. Yep, was not wrong. They are everywhere. If they spot me, I'm dead. I think there's also a Yaogwai up there.
Just noises.
If I get caught in these woods, it's instant permadeath. I can't exactly fight a green enemy in a forest. There's one. This is one of the deadlier areas to fight them. Because they have computer vision and I don't. Do I have anything worth selling? Possibly. I'm not going to risk chems, but I'm also not going to sell uncooked food because it would be a waste of money. I'm going to keep sneaking around. See if I can't find a way over. I should avoid confrontation wherever possible. Even bugs, however unlikely, can kill me. I thought I might be able to get by them without alerting, but no. I was sloppy. Again, I don't really want to risk a fight with ghouls, just because they can be hit or miss. Either super easy to defeat, real, you know, instant victory, sure thing, or they can be a nightmare. I'm honestly surprised I got that shot.
Playing games with me, huh?
I think he's too far.
Who's out there?
Hitting me. I might die here. Gotta move, Rex. Relative safety.
What's taking
Sometimes
so
you
long?
just have to
You know I
appreciate
just
their
saw someone out
inaccuracy.
there.
This one looked like a good mark, so just shut up and wait.
I don't know that
Maybe
I
they
should
went
bring
around
Rex with
back.
me.
Should we go check the loading dock?
Don't be stupid. We got 2 guys back there. I thought I told you to shut up.
But what if...
Hey! Told you to stop talking. Say another word, and I will make sure that you don't annoy me ever again.
This bit is risky.
Seriously, though, what if... Hey! Hey! What the hell?
What? I warned him. Now shut up and make sure you're ready.
Payback time, boogeyman.
Oh. Rex, you're leading them right to us, bud. And he tried the same trick on me, shooting through the wall.
Ain't scared yet.
Nice. Does he have a 5mm? Convenient. Taking that. A 5mm service rifle is a nice treat. Carries a lot of ammunition. I do think that survival mode is going to be important. I thought that I might be able to do this without having that enabled, but you know, I think that it's going to be necessary to have weighted bullets. Otherwise, it'll be a little bit too easy to carry around just about anything I want. I'm also seeing that the 8-item mod definitely isn't working, because I have a ton of 8 items. It has to be conflicting with something. Which is weird, because I was using a very similar mod profile yesterday. No issue. Not with that, at least. It had issues with other things, but not that. Rex can't carry anymore. He's definitely carrying more than he should be, too. He's got to be way over what his supposed carry capacity was going to be. Ah, I did not mean to shoot the dog, okay? Do not get on my case. He's a virtual dog, he'll be okay. I'm talking to YouTube, not people. YouTube likes to get on my case about the shooting of animals in video games, as if that was something I had control over. He moved. I accidentally fired. I'm thinking we might just ditch the minigun. As nice of a weapon as it is, it's a little too heavy. It won't be particularly practical. Especially if I get this stuff to work tomorrow and get all of the mods that I want to working, then I'll be even more reduced on carry capacity. That would be a significant problem, to have a bunch of stuff on me that I'm not able to carry. So I think I've been going for about an hour, and still no death. Well, I had the one death before what I'm talking about, but in the past about an hour, I have not died. We're gonna test that with Vault 114. Really see if I can handle it.
What do you mean you can't open the gate? Stop playing around, Danny. I'm standing out in the open here for crying out loud.
I don't think I feel like waiting.
Not to let you in, Miss Piper. I'm sorry. I'm just doing my job. This is Butcher Pete. This is Butcher Pete.
When you know that in all likelihood you're gonna... Oh! Crash. Huh? Did it crash? I can't tell. Yes, it did. Okay. Alright. That took longer than I expected. Fortunately, rebooting doesn't take very long. I'm gonna quickly check something. Occasionally my plugins don't automatically enable. It did, but I still wanted to check.
Stop playing around, Danny. I'm standing out in the open here for crying out loud.
I got orders not to let you in, Miss Piper. But too much is fine.
What was that? I don't know if I'm the only one, but I think I just heard a rather loud roar.
Oh, man. Please don't be
Fair warning, if I die, that is where I end the stream. I only continued last time because I was not very far into it.
Who's out there?
No need to hide. It'll all be over soon.
I think for the moment I'm going to pass over on Swan. He's supposed to be an improved boss, so I'm not 100% sure I could beat him. Even if he wasn't an improved boss, I probably still couldn't beat him.
I'm telling you, joining Skinny Malone's crew was the best decision we've ever made. Look at this place.
I still say Malone's weak.
Yeah, I gotta take care of these
Sleeping
guys.
around him, what does he do? Locks him up. He ain't got the balls to just kill him.
Crap.
Shit!
I don't think that guy took any damage.
He's here for the detective. Fight him.
Headshot did it. Here's a question though. Should I stick with only vanilla weapons, or should I have other equipment like my C96 here? And my SVT? SKS? I think I have an SKS right now. There's approximately a 100% chance that I will die here. So this is probably the end. Light or no light, I'm probably gonna die. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely dead. I didn't expect them to hear that.
Dirty rats. Make fun.
It's incredibly dark where I'm standing.
What, you clowns afraid of your own shadows now? Get back to work. Let's see those moves, doll!
Oh crap. That might be my only stim back.
You gonna die already?
Oh crap. Think we're past hiding.
Where'd you go?
Or maybe not. So I'll probably need to find some sort of mod to keep them from losing track of me when I shoot someone and kill them. Like, obviously, I'm not far away. So it's kind of dumb that they're just unable to detect me anymore and that they just immediately gave up.
Fi, fo, fo.
I have a mine there. I think I'll be fine.
Where'd she go? Which one of you lost her, huh?
You can see I'm bleeding to death and I don't have any bandages, so that's probably going to be detrimental.
Cats, too scared. Come on out. I promise I'll only break one of your legs. Even so soon, was just starting to admire you.
I have 40 seconds before I can re-stem. I think I'll be alright though. More aggressive AI. If these guys had been synths, this would not be possible. Those synths don't give up at all. They would just run me down. They'd also be completely insusceptible to my rounds, so there's that.
Huh. Wait a minute.
I still might die here. I think a big part of the problem, though, is that I have too many stim packs. Because I would already be out had my other mod worked. And my limit's been enabled properly. Yeah, 45-second cooldown is just not enough. I don't even think it's that much. I think it's only 40 seconds. I find it funny, though, that these guys behind a giant steel wall could hear the gunfire. But now, when the door is opening, they're just not even concerned.
Disappearing act ain't fooling me.
Fooled everybody else.
So I got a question. Why the hell would anyone build a vault out of a subway station? This place is like the opposite of airtight.
Because they weren't planning to use it, you moron. We used to pull this kind of con all the time back before the war. Get a bunch of Union boys to work something out and put you on ice.
The America 180 at its finest. Those things are devastating just because of the sheer amount of ammunition they fire. Huge 100-round magazines at base. Very dangerous. I'm looking at 400 rounds now. Might actually use one of those. With headshots, they're incredibly deadly. They're not so bad when you're using them and you only get hit with like spray rounds. You know, something to the arm, something to the leg, it usually isn't that bad. Again, kind of feels a little unfair though. Like, this is a 165 round capacity. And I am not particularly high level. I suppose they are just as dangerous to me as they are to my enemies, but I'm much more accurate, so it makes it a little unfair. I'm not bragging, NPCs just aren't accurate at all, so it isn't that I'm impressive, it's that they are unimpressive.
Wait.
Now see, at that range, they wouldn't need to be accurate if they were using 22s. Just conscious of my presence. Just conscious of my presence, and they would be fine. I'm starting to lose my focus, though. There's a good chance they'll kill me eventually.
How you doing in there, Valentine? Feeling hungry? Want a snack?
Keep talking, meathead. It'll give Skinny Malone more time to think about how he's gonna bump you off.
He's talking to a corpse.
Hey, you! I don't know who you are, but we got 3 minutes before they realize muscles for brains ain't coming back. Get this door open!
Gotta love the irony of the reverse damsel in distress scenario. Question is, why did our heroine risk life and limb for an old private eye? Told you, I'm a detective. Look, I know the skin and the metal parts ain't comforting, but it's not important right now. The only thing that matters is why you went to all this trouble to cut me loose. Well, thanks. I've been cooped up in here for weeks. Turns out the runaway daughter I came here to find wasn't... Anyway, you got... Malone's crew here used to be small time. Muscled
Oh, here's a cool weapon.
By bigger players, until they found this place. Don't know what happened to the previous owners, but they're not exactly around to charge rent. An empty vault.
This is one of Nier's weapons, the Select Blaster. I'm in Vault 114 right now for anybody who hasn't been watching. You can find it in the Overseer's office by Nick. Good gun. When you upgrade it. When you get it at first, it's actually completely harmless. It'll stop a Deathclaw, though. It won't kill them, but it will stop them. It's based off of Lucy's tranquilizer gun from the show.
His only job is to check on the prisoner. Why does that take so fucking long, huh? Hey, Dino, quit razzing that detective and get down here!
Alright, so my music just stopped. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put on something new. I know you guys can't hear my music, but it's because I was listening to the Silent Hill soundtrack, and I don't have rights to that, so. I hope nobody can hear it. Shouldn't be able to. Even in my headphones, I have it playing pretty quietly.
Hard and loud, huh? Well, gets the job done. Too bad for whoever cleans up the floors. This door's on the fritz. Let me see if I can get it open. Almost got it. There we are. Hell of a lot easier to do when the lock isn't on the other side.
I'm letting him go first. Gonna be done sneaking now. Oh, they don't even care about him. They just want little old me.
Using a stealth boy or something? Won't work.
You and Valentine are both dead.
I got nothing.
Got nothing, he says it as he is being shot.
More stairs? Who built this damn vault? A fitness instructor?
I'm starting to think that real AI isn't working. Usually they're a lot more responsive than this. Feels almost vanilla.
Skinny Malone and the rest of his boys.
Which might explain why I'm actually surviving.
The name's, ironic, but don't let that fool you. He's dangerous. Another locked door. Shouldn't be too hard. Okay, I got it. But I hear big fat footsteps on the other side. Once we step through this door, get ready for anything.
Hmm.
What are you doing? You come into my house, shoot up my guys? You have any idea how much this is gonna set me back?
I wouldn't be here if it weren't for your two-timing game, Skinny.
I know, I'm so courageous.
Poor little Valentine. Ashamed you got beat up by a girl. I'll just run back home to Daddy, shall I?
Should've left it alone, Nikki. This ain't the old neighborhood. In this vault, I'm king of the castle, you hear me? And I ain't letting some private dick shut us down now that I finally got a good thing going.
I told you we should have just killed him! But then you had to get all sentimental. All that stupid crap about the old times.
Darla, I'm handling this. Skinny Malone's always got things under control.
Oh yeah? Then what's this lady doing here, huh? Valentine must have brought her here to rub us all out.
They're gonna ask me to come out, aren't they? Yeah, they will.
Don't you try to confuse me!
I think I'm gonna get killed.
Skinny.
Skinny Malone. Think he's lighter or heavier for all those holes in him? Well, the bullets probably add a few ounces. Good night, sweet prince. Here's to all the old days. It's going to be an awkward conversation with Darla's parents when I tell them their daughter bit the big one. Well, at least the case is closed. Let's get out of here.
I think I'm still
The service
bleeding.
ladder that should take us right to the surface.
Not that I can do anything about it. Stimpaks still aren't doing anything. Nope, nothing. I doubt that took. Nope.
Look at that Commonwealth sky. Never thought anything so naturally ominous could end up looking so inviting. Thanks for getting me out. How did you know where to find me, anyway? Not many people knew where I went. I appreciate it. But a good Samaritan in these parts is liable to end up on the wrong side of a loaded gun. I want you to come to my... See you in Diamond City.
Alright. So I'm kind of surprised that I actually survived that. In my personal opinion, I don't think that I should have. I don't know what a Grendel Brood is, and I don't think that I want to find out up close.
What the? No, it's nothing.
Oh! Crap! That scared the hell out of me! Alright. Yeah, so I did die. That's gonna be the end of the stream. That's permadeath. So, as you can see, all that progress completely gone. I can't reload the save. That's why I'm back at the main menu. I think that was probably the perfect way to die, though. If I had to go, I mean, I might as well go out that way. Oh, man. Okay, that was fun. That was good. I think that finale was worth it. I'm going to make some adjustments to the mod list. Hopefully I'll be back on either tomorrow or Thursday. We'll see if I can make this a little bit better. I think those enemies were a little bit under aggressive. My stim pack mod wasn't working, so I had too many. I think that kind of contributed to my survival. And a couple of other things I noticed weren't working perfectly, or I suspect they weren't. I don't know. But we'll see how it goes. I appreciate anybody who watched. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you in the future.